Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Sherrill Selman. I'm a naturopathic doctor. I am an author, and I am a believer in frequency technologies as a part of the new paradigm for healing. And this is beginning of the third video that we've been working with my co-host here, John Scevola, who is truly a master on all things frequency for healing. And we are presenting a series of these important videos to help you really understand and appreciate the tool that you have available to you for profound healing on many levels. The first video we did was exploring and explaining the terahertz frequency. The second video we posted had to do with the quantum scalar technology, which is also embedded in the wand. And today we're talking about water, and we're talking about structured water and how your wand can become a tool to transform the water you're drinking into a truly healing liquid. And even though we may be drinking filtered water, we may be drinking distilled water, there are all sorts of waters out there, but the most profound water for not only cellular hydration, but healing in many ways is by creating structured water. And I'm going to welcome John Scevola to jump in and to share his knowledge about the structured water that is created by using our terahertz wand. So John, it's good having you here again, and I so appreciate your wisdom and clarity on these matters. So let's just jump into things and talk all about structured water.
Great, thank you. Well, we're here to talk about how to use your iTeraCare physiotherapy device that empowers the body to self-heal with charging your water. All the distributors that can market this around the world emphasize how important it is to charge your water, drink your water before you use the iTeraCare on yourself and then afterwards. And we're going to talk about the basics of that, basic protocols, how to do it, what they mean. And we're also going to talk about the fact that the iTeraCare has three core technologies: terahertz technology, optical coarse technology, and something called quantum scalar technology. And there is no button on here that says turn on or off quantum scalar technology. So when you turn this iTeraCare on, you turn on the quantum scalar technology. And I'm gonna talk to you today about how you're not just creating terahertz water, you're actually creating quantum water, and about 4 different ways to benefit from that and to be more effective with it. So first of all, there's this idea of restructuring the water that Dr. Sherrill has talked about. And your water has a molecular structure that usually is pretty jumbled up in there. And there are machines on the market that you can buy. They cost about $1,500. And they sit on top of a jug of water, and in about 10, 15 minutes, they create terahertz water. And what they're doing is 2 things. They're restructuring the molecular pattern so that it's in a linear fashion, and the body cells absorb that dramatically easier than normal type water. And that's important because you want to have your cells absorbing the water, absorbing the nutrients in that water, and absorbing the electrical charge that the water can carry. There are many people that buy these machines for $1,500, and you can look that up on the internet, terahertz water. And there are phenomenal testimonials of all sorts of amazing health benefits from just drinking the terahertz charged water. What's also very amazing is our red iTeraCare device or the premium iTeraCare device or the Pro iTeraCare device, all can restructure water, a glass of water, in about 30, anywhere between 30 seconds and a minute. And on my YouTube site, I actually have been doing demonstrations on showing evidence that the water is taking a charge, showing evidence of the water not putting out any energy, charging the water glass for about a minute, and then retesting it, and you can actually see evidence that the water is emitting energy. And then further demonstrations of a person, their energy field. I'm demonstrating this evidence of an energy field around them, their aura, and then they drink a glass of water that's been charged for about a minute, and I actually demonstrate evidence of their aura and their energy field has expanded about 7-8 feet in diameter, and it's just showing the energy in their body just from drinking one glass of charged water, and almost immediately it affects their aura, affects their energy field. But I'm going to be doing further demonstrations of this to show evidence of the various things we're talking about here. There's a lot of controversy about how long to charge the water, how long does it last, and like I said, I've demonstrated that it only takes about 30 seconds to a minute for just about an 8-ounce glass of water. I know that there are some people saying that you could do an unlimited amount of water in a minute. I don't know where that came from. It wasn't from me. But I have evidence that it only takes about 30 seconds to a minute. I'm going to be doing demonstrations probably over the next few days over this weekend of starting to see actually how long it lasts. So I'm going to charge a glass of water, look at and demonstrate the energy that's coming out of it, and then test that every day and then see how long that actually lasts. As a general rule, we're saying 24 hours, but it might last a lot longer than that. What you'll find is that this water is super hydrating. The body cells love it, and you feel it. It tastes different. I know I had my iTeraCare for about 2 weeks, and I was just thinking, oh my goodness, this water tastes so good. I can't get enough of it. And I went down the stairs. I talked to my wife, who's a homeopathic doctor, and she said, I got to tell you something. I've been drinking this water, and I can't get enough of it. It tastes so good. And I thought, now that's interesting, because I was just thinking the same thing about an hour ago. And most people that are starting out with the iTeraCare and charging the water are experiencing the same thing. The reason that we highly recommend that you start out with the terahertz water and then ease yourself into using your iTeraCare and the protocols is to see how your body is responding and eliminating things that shouldn't be in your body. It's called detoxing. And more often than not, if you're not detoxing, it's probably not working, because there's lots of things in our bodies that need to be flushed out. So you want to preferably drink 1 or 2 glasses before you start doing an iTeraCare session, and then 1 or 2 afterwards. And then try to stay warm, because your wanding session has heated up the internal areas of your body, because it's the master frequencies of the universe flowing through your body, light and sound, and in your body are just responding to them and vibrating millions and millions of vibrations, and heating up and eliminating many things that are in the body that shouldn't be there, enlivening the body cells and activating stem cells and so forth. And that water is flowing through your body with the linear structure, as well as having been charged. And the additional part is, most people don't think about it, but when they're working with the iTeraCare on their body, they're also charging not just something specific, but the water in your body, your blood, all your liquids. And because your bodies are 50, 60, 70% water. And so when you're wanding yourself, you're restructuring the liquids and water in your body, who you are, and everything starts working better. Everything starts flowing better. Um, so there are a lot of people that talk about this terahertz water device, $350 that can charge your water in a minute or so, and do all of these things. What no, most people don't realize is you're actually not just creating terahertz water. You're actually creating quantum water, because when you turn on this switch, it instantly creates what's called a quantum scalar field around you. And again, I have further videos now where I demonstrate this and show you evidence that this actually happens. But it creates a quantum scalar field, and those scalar fields and that energy penetrates you through anything. It doesn't stop at metal, clothing, anything. And it penetrates deeply into your inner being, all the way down into your subconscious. Because if you believe that everything is energy, then all your feelings, all your thoughts, they all have energy, they all have frequencies, and they all respond and start enlivening when they're in this energetic quantum scalar field. And so the first thing is, if you're charging your water, and you can do it from above for a minute or from the side of a glass. We recommend you don't use plastic, or that you use glass. It doesn't have to be a blue glass, it could be a clear glass. But you could set that there, and you're imprinting and informing the water with the terahertz, the restructuring the water, but you're also informing and imprinting that water with the quantum scalar waves. And quantum scalar waves in the universe and in nature enliven, uplift, enhance everything that they come in contact with. And so you are also enlivening the molecules in that water with quantum scalar waves. And so you're actually creating quantum water, quantum scalar water, and not just terahertz. And when you're drinking it, you're drinking something which is an elixir. It's an amazing thing that we've never had before like this, the availability. And the second interesting thing about scalar waves is that they carry information. They carry vibrational information signatures of things, of itself, but also it actually picks up the vibrational information from the terahertz and carries that deep into a quantum level, into the water, informing the water. And anything between your device and the water, okay, which could be a crystal, a bottle of essential oil, gemstones, you put something in between this and the water, and the quantum scalar waves will pick up the vibrational frequency signature of that element and carry that and imprint that into your water. So speculate on that, what the possibilities are, if you really like using essential oils, or you're really into crystals or gemstones, and understand how each of these elements put out very unique vibrational benefits. The third part of this vibrational information is that it will imprint into the water, okay, your thoughts. And there's been lots of studies on how thoughts and feelings can imprint and affect water. And what the iTeraCare does, when you turn that on and you create it on the quantum scalar field, it enhances your innate natural ability to of intention in your mind and focus and imprinting the water. So few are doing this, but you're missing a very big opportunity here. When you're charging your water and you've got this quantum scalar field here, you can literally be affirming something, and the quantum scalar energy will pick up the vibrational signature of that information, and carry that information and imprint that and inform that into your water. So if you're charging your water, and you have that, maybe just have that stationary, all right, and you're thinking, I am full of energy today. Yes, thank you. I am full of energy today. Yes, and thank you. Do that for about 15 times while you're charging your water, and you're going to be shocked, okay, how much more energy you're going to have after drinking that water, because that water will carry that affirmation, the frequencies, information signature of that all through your body. And then the fourth thing is to speak it, your affirmation, while you're charging your water. So you could be having your water charging over there, and you could be just speaking this outwardly. You could sing a song, uplifting song. You could be speaking your affirmation. I am happy, healthy, and wealthy. Yes, thank you. I am happy, healthy, wealthy. Yes, thank you. And you're informing your water, and when you drink that water, you are charging your being with quantum affirmations. It's just this is heady stuff. It may seem very woo-woo to a lot of people, but there are a lot of studies out there to show that our thoughts, our feelings, and so forth can imprint and inform water. And now we have a device that will enhance your ability to do that. I'm going to come back to Dr. Sherrill and ask her to ask me questions and turn me off if I've gone off the deep end here.
No, that's great, John. I was just thinking, you have this little devices that can test the energy field. It'd be interesting to test the energy field without affirming, with wanding it, but not affirming, because water does have memory, and then puts thought in it, or some sort of even homeopathic or gemstone frequency, and see what happens. I love those demonstrations you do. I want to add something, because I've been studying the role of structured water for a really long time, and a couple things I want to say. First of all, never use tap water if you should never use tap water, period. It's filled with so many chemicals, but never use tap water if you're structuring your water. And the reason I say that is because when you structure your water and you're changing the alignment, the molecular alignment from a clustered form to what they call single file alignment, that's important, because the way water gets into the cells, and your cells, this is shocking, John. At first, in my research, I had a figure I found that said there are 100,000 biochemical reactions that go on per second in a cell, but that actually is wrong. I have further learned there are millions and millions of biochemical reactions that go on per second in a cell. And all of those reactions require proper hydration intracellularly. So the cell is designed to have these, they call them aquaporons. There are channels that go through the cell membrane, taking water in the single file alignment into the cell and properly hydrating. And actually the people who found this, two scientists, have won Nobel Peace Awards, for their or Nobel awards, the scientific awards, because it was so revolutionary to understand that that's how a cell is hydrated, through aligning single file alignment of the water molecules through these channels to superhydrate the cell. So not only is it facilitating the cell's ability to function and all those millions of reactions that go on per second, it also allows detoxification, and it will also bring in nutrients more efficiently and take out the waste products. So a cell then is able to optimally function without filling up with toxins and not being able to get the proper hydration needed to allow all these reactions to occur. So that to me is really critical. That's why you don't want to use your tap water. and you want to use the best water you can find to begin the process of then wanding and charging the water. So I just wanted to comment on that because hydration is so critical for healing. It's so profound for the body's ability to recover and to function with all the systems optimally. And most people are seriously dehydrated. It's a really serious problem. And it's not necessarily not drinking enough water. You could be drinking a lot of water, but it's not the right structure of water to truly hydrate intracellularly. So this is a big story, and that's why I think people get so many profound results using the water along with the wand, because they are bringing in that combination of truly facilitating an environment where the body can heal. So I don't know if you have anything else you want to add to that,
Well,
John.
the other thing that we're seeing a lot of great results with is where people are charging the water and then putting it in a mister and spraying it, especially if you're doing any kind of skin work, anti-aging, whatever it is, acne, and spraying yourself with the charged water first and then charging through that. Dramatic results with many of the testimonials we're hearing. There are doctors that are saying now that they treat all their patients with spraying first and then charging through that all over the body. So that's interesting. You definitely want to be giving this charged water to your pets. Sometimes the pet's a little skittish from the sound of the device. Most of the pets love it, including birds. But for sure, you want to be giving the water. And we have lots of testimonials of people just amazed at how the dogs will respond to the charged water. And then your plants. People are having testimonials are coming through. Their plants are growing better with the charged water. I don't know that I would be spraying charged water out in my garden outside, but there certainly are little plants and orchids and stuff like that. You might experiment with that, but there are a lot of before and after pictures of the plants have just bloomed and so forth. So, but especially the pets, that is for sure something. And I remember I had my device for several months, and all of a sudden, my wife and I looked at each other and we said, "How come we're not giving our parakeets charged water?" So we rushed over there and got rid of the little water in there and put the charged water in there. And the parakeets, they love it. They go, "Thank you," So now this is not a small issue. This is because we're mostly water, and you want to be drinking the best water you can for all the various reasons you talked about. And this is like it's like you're a hybrid car and you plug it into the wall. When you drink that charged water, your body just loves it and feels it, and it tastes different to me. And I'm hearing that from a lot of people. They go, "This is the best tasting water I've ever had." So thank you for letting me have this opportunity to talk about, and hopefully I'm not all wet from.
What's your YouTube channel, John, so people can go and see?
Yeah. So you just look up my name, John Scevola, on YouTube, and I've got about 50 videos there. But the ones that are really interesting are the ones that we're doing now, demonstrating evidence of the things we're talking about.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to test how far out your energy field goes out. Most people think your aura, your energy is like a few inches about your body, but no, it's like it extends out like 6, 7, 8 feet all around you, your aura, and and it depends on what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what you have in your world and around you can affect your aura. Because I'm going to be demonstrating. You could here you see where it extends out 6, 7, 8 feet. And then you could hold something that's negative. Maybe it's a cell phone, or not that all cell phones are negative, but they can be, generating some things that are negative energy uh, depletion things. And you'll see the aura will pull in, right? The energy field. And then if you put something positive, even, and we will be experimenting with the thoughts and the feelings and so forth. And that's going to be very interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, because these devices that I have, I've been going through exhaustive training on these. I got it from India, and they will demonstrate the energy from the iTeraCare and how your body responds to it and so forth. And I'm going to be actually I'm hoping this weekend to do some testing on some knockoff iTeraCare devices and ours, and you'll see they don't put out the energy. They can say whatever they want, but right there I can demonstrate evidence that they don't put out the energy. So it's good. It's good to be able to demonstrate these things. Many of these things are somewhat subjective, these feelings and ideas and results that we're having, but as much as possible, it's great to be able to show evidence of this, physically, so forth. So, yeah, but if you go to my website and subscribe to that, then you'll be notified when we keep putting these videos out of this.
Well, you're doing great work, and pictures worth 1,000 words. So I love seeing you do those demonstrations. And, just to conclude this really important conversation, for many people who are either chronically dehydrated or maybe chronically ill, it may be a good idea to start with just the water before you even start wanding, and get yourself properly hydrated. As we were saying, on an intracellular level, be able to start the cleansing, detoxifying, and drink that water before you get into the protocol of wanding. And many people say they just feel so much better just drinking the water initially. So it may be something to consider, using the water. And personally, I drink it throughout the day. All my orchids are fed with water, the structured water, and they just keep blooming away. So I do recommend using it for your pets, using it on at least your indoor plants, and for all of your family members. You just want to be drinking that structured water. It's such a healing water on so many levels. So, John, thank you again for all your wisdom and sharing such a wonderful knowledge, so we can truly appreciate the iTeraCare wand, all the benefits we receive from this amazing frequency technology. It's wonderful having these conversations. So thanks again for everything you do. And we look forward to, learning more from you. And for everyone else, stay tuned, because we have 2 more videos in this series where we will be helping you to truly appreciate the amazing technology that you have.
And these are going to be good ones. These are, not that they're all not good, but these are, that one's going to be really on the basic, intermediate, and advanced protocols, how to really use this. Some really interesting, amazing things that you probably never heard about yet, not realizing some stuff you can do. And then we're going to be talking about one that I have every day, I have people asking me to do, which is how can you use this iTeraCare for distant, remote, what we call telehealth or support. And that, if you don't believe in that stuff, then don't tune into that one. But if you do, this is really,
don't miss out, even if you don't believe.
Right. So I'm not going to do
Have
any
an
more
open
spoilers
mind.
here. No more spoilers. That's just a teaser. So thank you again,
Well,
Dr. Joe. Yeah.
That's so tempting. And thank you all for watching and being part of this revolution in health and healing. So we'll see you next time. Bye for now.